Hi, Stu here. Haven't done a video vlog in a while, and I've just got some things on my mind I want to share with those who are going to listen or watch or whatever it happens to be. So here kind of goes. As many of you know, I wrote a LinkedIn post this week about mistakes that I've made, and it's kind of my retirement from the IT channel, which I've been in for 10 years and total of 25-year career in IT. So I think I have some experience and some knowledge around what I'm going to talk about today, and something that's just, let's call it, just been bothering me, and it's how people are selling. Okay, and I've talked about sales a lot, especially in some of the vlogs I did as MSP coach and things along those lines. But let's talk about what I've experienced recently, yesterday and today. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not in the industry anymore, but I just want to give some feedback. The first thing was from an industry vendor calling to sell me as an MSP. They had my old company name and old company phone number. So when the sales rep called, he said, "Hi, Stu. This is so-and-so from XYZ company." I said, "Hi, how can I help you?" First question out of his mouth was, "Are you still in the IT industry?" Which I promptly said, "No, I'm not." Um, he goes on to say, "Well, that figures." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, we called your office number. We got some art gallery." I said, "Did you call my IT company, Just Technical Solutions?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, I sold that company over 9 years ago." This is what figures. He goes right into the pitch of what they do. Well, I know what they do. Um, the thing is, especially in the channel, I believe that directors and VPs of sales are not taking the time to train their salespeople on what they do and who they're calling. Also, their CRMs may not be up to date, which is really important to a salesperson. So pushing that aside for just a second, let's talk about the call I got this morning. Now, I'm doing some work for an MSP friend of mine in Wisconsin. We're really good friends. I'm handling some of his operations, which is all good and whatnot. So I get a call from a vendor today trying to sell them on their services. And I'm like, okay, great. It's not a channel vendor, but it's a local vendor. And he wants to schedule an appointment with me, a meeting with me. I'm like, okay, that's great. I'll take a meeting with someone, but I'm only in that office a few days every week. I'm sorry, a few days every month. So time is very precious. It's a commodity that I don't give out very easily. However, he's like, I just need a half hour of your time, half hour of your time. I said, can you tell me what it's for? Can you tell me what it's for? And he's like, no, I really just need to meet with you. I'm like, I'm not giving anybody a meeting. Okay, can you pitch me on 5 minutes? Give me 5 minutes. Well, I got to do a presentation. I said, can we do a go-to-meeting? No. So what I'm hearing from this guy is like all his job is to do is dial for dollars and schedule meetings. That's great. But if the sales manager or VP of sales of that company isn't training his new salespeople that are dialing for dollars on how to get through that front door, on what's the benefit to do business with you, then he's not ever going to get a meeting with me, and I'm sure with a lot of other people. So here's what I say on a much wider scale to sales managers, directors of sales, VPs of sales. Take the time and train your people. Keep your CRM up to date. Know who you're talking to. Know the benefit of your business. All right. I think that's it for now. That's 3.5 minutes. I said I'd keep it under 3 minutes. We're out.